What's up, everybody? And welcome back into Duenkel Productions. Here, we're gonna be talking a little college football this afternoon. Recording this on a Friday. You guys should be seeing this later on today. So way too early top 10. Let's get right into it. A lot happened last college football season. Georgia obviously beat Alabama to win the national title. Michigan beat Ohio State for the first time in 10 years. Utah had a successful season, made their first Rose Bowl. Clemson had a down year. So we're about to get into this year now. We're moving on. We're turning that page. 2022, 2023 college football season. Here we go. My top 10 rankings. Starting off, we'll go with number one. The Alabama Crimson Tide. I mean, Nick Saban is that dude. Greatest college coach of all time. He's always up there in the top five every season. It feels like, and Bryce Young, Will Anderson, coming back for the Tide, two of the best players in college football. Concerns outside on the edge with John Mechie and Jameson Williams leaving, but I mean I think the Tide are poised for a big run. Also, Jordan Battle returns. I'm a big fan of his. I think he has a very similar skill set to Jalen Ramsey, who plays for the Los Angeles Rams in the NFL. Number two, this is where it gets a little tough, but I'm going to go with the Ohio State Buckeyes. This team, I mean, you talk about it, they're like Alabama. They're returning a lot of key pieces, especially on that offensive side of the ball. CJ Stroud, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, who, I mean, did you guys see that Rose Bowl performance? 329 yards, I think 3 touchdowns. Absolutely insane. Stroud coming back as well. Definitely a Heisman candidate. Probably second behind Bryce Young, in my opinion. And then Travion Henderson as well, as some of the offensive linemen are returning for them as well. Jim Knowles at defensive coordinator, hoping to fix that Buckeyes defense that had troubles last year, had trouble stopping the run at points, had trouble stopping the pass. I think this is a great move for the Buckeyes, and I think this will get them back into the national championship fold. Number 3, I'm going to go with last season's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, the reason I have Georgia a little bit lower than some other people, Georgia's losing to Kobe Dean, who really is their leader on defense. Still have Nolan Smith there. I think he's going to step up and play a huge role. Obviously losing some key pieces, George Pickens, some of their defensive linemen, that defensive lineman was insane last year, in Tyler Davis and everybody else. Stetson Bennett returns, which is huge for the Bulldogs, solidifies their quarterback. And yeah, obviously, Kirby Smart, great coach. He's built a terrific program there. I think Georgia will be all right. I think they'll have some growing pains early on, especially playing a team like Oregon early in the season will be a great test for them. Number 4, I'm going with the Texas A&M Aggies. Now, a lot of concerns about them. Lost a lot of pieces. Lost their starting tight end who had an insane year, but you still got some guys on the outside, Caleb Preston, who I really like. I think he's got potential to have a really good year. You bring in Max Johnson's transfer from LSU. I think he'll be the starting quarterback. And I think with all that talent around him that A&M's built up throughout the years, I think they're ready to roll this year, and I expect them to have a very good season. At number 5, I'm going to go with, Michigan. I think they're going to have another good season and really build off of last year. You bring back Cade McNamara or J.J. McCarthy, whoever starts. People kind of 50-50 split on that, so we'll see. I think J.J. is a little bit better than Cade, but obviously, Michigan had a great season last year, made the college football playoff with Cade McNamara as their quarterback. Bring back Blake Corum, who I really like, and obviously Jim Harbaugh, to my knowledge right now, has not taken an NFL job or an NFL interview, so I expect him to come back. I do have concerns defensively with Michael McDonald, their defensive coordinator, leaving and headed back to the NFL. Baltimore have big concerns about that. Who are they going to hire? I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, we'll keep you guys updated as that goes, but Michigan, I think they're going to be right back in this thing next year, and I think they'll be the second best team in the Big Ten. Number 6, I like Utah. And a lot of people are going to be like, Utah, number 6? What? Yeah, Kyle Whittingham, Cam Rising. They bring back their running back. Utah's defense has always been good. A lot of their big games this year are at home, which that stadium is a tough place to play. Just ask Oregon this year. They struggle mightily to move the football in that stadium, and obviously Braden Covey is a big time playmaker for them. Number 7, I'm going to go Clemson. Now, Clemson last year had a down year. They kind of got it together as the season went on. But again, you have Shipley coming back, their star running back. I think DJ is going to be better than last year. My concern with Clemson is really at the coordinator spot. Brett Venables and Tony Elliott leave. How good are they going to be? I think they'll be just fine. Dabo Swinney's a great coach. They still recruit at a high level, and they've landed some top transfers. So I expect Clemson to be back to being in contention, especially in the ACC, which I feel like is kind of a weaker conference. What are we on? Number 8. Number 8. I think it's got to be Notre Dame. Now, Notre Dame, I believe, is the most overrated program in college football on a year in and year out basis. But again, they bring back Tommy Reese, their OC, bring in Marcus Freeman, promote him from DC to head coach. I love that move. Guys like playing for him. My concern is, again, defensively in the back end. Kyle Hamilton leaves. Who's going to fill that role? Obviously, they had Joseph transfer from Northwestern to Notre Dame, so they're hoping he could fill the void there. But Kyle Hamilton, top 5 draft prospect, in my opinion. We'll get to our big boards later with Burbach probably next week. And I know Coach Dibble's got some big time thoughts on Kyle Hamilton as well. LOL. But yeah, Notre Dame, they should be all right this year. I think they'll have a solid season. Probably 10-2. Normal Notre Dame, 10-2, 9-3, something like that. Number 9, I'm gonna go with the Oregon Ducks. Bring in Dan Lanning, the defensive coordinator from Georgia. I absolutely love this hire. Dan learned under Kirby Smart, Nick Saban, so obviously he's got a great football mind already. Learning from those two guys who obviously have won at the highest level in college. And Dan's just a physical, tough coach. He's going to bring toughness back into that Oregon program. Kind of back when they had Marcus Mariota, they were very physical up front and at the defensive line position. So I think Dan's a great hire. And then obviously you talk about Bo Nix coming in there. I think Bo Nix gonna do well. Like I've said in the past, he's played a lot of college football, so I look forward to seeing him play in Oregon under that system, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. And I think Oregon's going to have a great season in what I think will be a better Pac-12 than in years past with Utah, Oregon, USC. Now, number 10, I think this one's fairly easy to pick here. I'm going to go Michigan State. Obviously Kenneth Walker is a big loss, huge loss, but again, you talk about Jaden Reed coming back. Reed was kind of solidifying himself as one of the better receivers in college football as the year went on last year. Obviously with Wilson, Olave, Drake London from USC, all going to the NFL. Jaden Reed has a chance to be one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in college football. So I expect him to have a great season. Obviously Mel Tucker, the culture that he's brought in there has been absolutely unbelievable. Super hyped up for Mel Tucker and the Michigan State program. The Big Ten, I love the Big Ten. Obviously being an Ohio State fan, and I love to see our conference do well and compete with the big boys like the ICC in conference arguments and debates. So there you guys have it. My top 10: Alabama number 1, Ohio State number 2, Georgia number 3, Texas A&M number 4, Michigan number 5, Utah number 6, Clemson number 7, Notre Dame at number 8, number 9 we got the Oregon Ducks, and number 10 I like the Michigan State Spartans. Comment your top 10 down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see my full top 25, also comment that down below. Make sure to check out our Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter account. Make sure to check out the TikTok as well for fun and interesting content. Hope you guys keep striving for greatness. Have a great day, and Peace out.